little Rady, you can call me Mr. Rady, you're the big bad wolf. Sweet little Rady, let me be your teddy bear, a big bad wolf. He's a big bad wolf. You're heading for your grandma, so you said. Instead you find me lying in her bed. You look so good, you make me drool. I feel like hollering at the moon.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you something beyond reproach. Before you lies a door. It is a bewildering yet alluring door. You open this door with the key of imagination. Beyond this door lies another realm. A realm made up of adventure, fantasy, and horror. A realm extending from the shallow waters of reason to the murky depths of the unknown. To those who open and pass through the door, I greet you, for you are now in the Geek Zone. Enjoy your stay.
Happy 4th of July, everyone, and welcome to the Geek Zone. I'm your host, Justin T. Sutherland. Independence Day, commonly known as the 4th of July, is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776, declaring independence from the Kingdom of Great Britain. Independence Day is commonly associated with fireworks, parades, barbecues, carnivals, fairs, picnics, concerts, baseball games, family reunions, and political speeches and ceremonies, in addition to various other public and private events celebrating the history, government, and tradition of the United States. Like the eagle being the United States national bird, Independence Day is the national day of the United States. So this 4th of July, let's look at a game that we've looked at before, but this time for a different system. Today we look at Three Ninjas Kickback for the Super Nintendo. Three Ninjas Kickback is a video game for the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis / Mega Drive, and Sega CD platforms. It was developed by Malibu Interactive, published by Sony ImageSoft, and was released in 1994. The game is based on the PG-rated major motion picture of the same name. I have already reviewed the Sega Genesis and Sega CD version, so let's see if the SNES is any better. The controls in this game are as stiff and lifeless as a roadkill armadillo. Or just Michelle Obama. It felt as if I was fighting the controls just to play. My thumbs got so sore from mashing the buttons in a futile attempt to make them work, I began to wonder if it was my controller. Nope, it was this game. At least with the Sega Genesis and Sega CD versions, the controls worked. They just sucked. This game's controls is like getting into a fight with a bear. You might get some good punches in, but don't bet on winning. Controls get a pathetic 1.5 out of 5. There is one thing I have to hand to the Super Nintendo version. I felt the game had a better look to it. Sure, the CD had full motion cutscenes, but Super Nintendo just had an overall better look. If there is one thing to criticize about it, it would be a little more animation in the cutscenes other than a fade in and out would have been nice. Other than that, graphics get a 4.1 out of 5. The pick up and play factor is very confusing. For the basic premise, you always know what it is during a level you're supposed to be doing, and it's pretty straightforward. However, learning the controls is kind of a pain. Sort of like being a fan of Britney Spears. She goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs one time and now you have to justify why you like her music. Like I said, a pain. Because of the frustrating controls mentioned earlier, and there being no tutorial, this game is not for someone who gets frustrated easily. So pick up and play factor gets a 3.1 out of 5 for being okay, but not being what it should. The replay factor is like the others. Low. This game is frustrating. No wonder it is based off of ninjas, because you feel like you have just been in a fight when you get through playing it. Because of this, when you go looking for a game, you'll quickly find yourself skipping over this one in favor of something more playable. And you will occasionally pop this one in just to see if you can get further than you did the time before, only to realize how much you hate it. So replay factor gets a 2.5 out of 5. Like graphics, I have to tip my hat to Super Nintendo when it comes to sound. The music is awesome and is something I wouldn't mind just listening to every now and then. Even the voices when some of the characters talk sound smoother than the CD or the Genesis. It's kinda like comparing Alice Cooper, Justin Bieber, and Lady Gaga. One just sounds better than the other two. You can guess who.
If you don't like it, you can lock me up. Whoa.
So sound gets an impressive 4.5 out of 5 for doing a good job of showing what the system can do.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The story is the exact same as the others. Grandpa has to go back to Japan, or somewhere, and pass on a dagger to a winner of a tournament that is held every 50 years, or something to that effect. And now you are being tested to see if you can handle being left in the States by yourself. There should be more to the story, only one problemo. I once again can't get past the stupid third level. I will explain why when I talk about wanna-play factor, so since I can only get 25% of the story, I have to give it a 1.2 out of 5. Okay, the wanna-play factor. What can I say about it? Let me think. Oh yeah, it sucks! The last two versions I said that Tum Tum was the worst character, but at least Rocky and Colt would get you somewhere. But in this version, Rocky and Colt are completely worthless as they can't jump, and they are as slow as an android whose power cell just hit rock bottom.
I didn't whip him. I don't own a whip. And if I did, I wouldn't use it on him.
What's wrong?
Just a bit run down.
Tum Tum in this game is your best bet, but don't think it'll be easy. Even putting the game on easy setting, Tum Tum is still the weakest character, but at least he can jump, which in this game there is a strong need for. Why, oh why, would the worst character in the Genesis and Sega CD suddenly be made the best, yet still easy to kill is beyond my comprehension. Wanna-play factor gets a sad 0.1 out of 5.
Now let's tally up the score.
Control, 1.5 out of 5, F-. Graphics, 4.1 out of 5, B-. Pickup and play factor, 3.1 out of 5, D-. Replay factor, 2.5 out of 5, F-. Sound, 4.5 out of 5, A-. Story, 1.2 out of 5, F-. Wanna-play factor, 0.1 out of 5, F-. Total, 17 out of 35, giving 3 Ninjas Kickback for the Super Nintendo a 48%. Congrats, Ninjas, you get a grade of F-. Now, would I recommend this?
No. 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 No.
Let me get something straight. This version is the best version of all 3 that I've played. But let me tell you something right now. That does not make it good. What were they thinking? It's like they took a screwdriver to the head and then decided to make an adventure game based off a fighting movie. Stupid, irritating, frustrating, aggravating, moronic, illogical cow patty doesn't even come close to describing 3 Ninjas on any of the systems. So why didn't I get this frustrated with the other 2? I was holding back, keeping hope until I had played them all. And after being so patient, I feel like I have been spat in the face and now I can pass judgment. This game is...
You son of a I'm going to tear off your and
I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there. So, recommendation. Don't play this game. It will just upset you like it did me. So that does it for this episode. If you'll excuse me, I have to go on a journey to regain my memories in the Old West with only a strange wristband weapon that I have for a clue. So, later. Alright, so I have some good news, and I have some bad news. Okay, what? Beta's alive, kinda sorta, and so is Alpha. What do you mean? Located on the moon is a computer server that regularly backs up Beta and Alpha's memories. If I build a new satellite for Beta and a new body for Alpha, we can restore them. And then they'll be back to normal. Well, not exactly. What do you mean? Well, you see, I'm kind of pulling a Doctor Who on this one. Even though Beta's memories were backed up, her personality wasn't. I never could get it to work right. So, what does that mean? It means we'll have a new Beta, new personality, new everything. The only difference is that the new beta will have the memories and knowledge of the old beta. Think of it like an artificial reincarnation thing. And it'll be the same with Alpha? No, actually. Oddly enough, Alpha's personality never had a problem backing up, leading me to believe it was something with Beta. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why do you think she would do something like that? Not a clue. But for the time being, our first priority should be bringing back Beta. Let's bring up some blueprints, shall we?
We now return you to your normal broadcast. Thank you.
Red, you go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give it.